July is bringing quite a brand new lineup of Korean dramas and a movie. It is packed with everything from thrilling mysteries to heartwarming romances. So, let's see what's coming our way this month. The very first drama on the list is a highly anticipated romance thriller that begins with a married couple whose relationship is falling apart. Despite working in the same hospital and trying to balance their careers and family, the two have grown distant, and divorce seems inevitable. But everything changes when the wife is suddenly kidnapped just one day after her husband brings up divorce. As he searches for answers, he comes up against a mysterious man who appears to be a kind and respected member of society. However, behind that friendly image lies a cruel secret that no one suspects. At the same time, the investigation becomes even more complicated as suspicions begin to fall on the husband himself. With unanswered questions and a dangerous criminal pulling the strings, he must risk everything to save the woman he once wanted to leave. Starring Nam Kung Min, Lee Sol, and Kim Dae Myung in the lead roles, The Husband will begin streaming from July 4th and consists of 12 episodes. The next one is an emotional romance drama. The story follows a famous psychological counseling expert known for his unusual but effective counseling methods. He has spent years carrying the emotional burdens of others, but after an unexpected incident, his life and emotional stability start to fall apart. On the other side is a former national idol who is now trying to succeed as an actress. Although she was once loved by the public, she has spent most of her life suppressing her feelings under her mother's strict supervision. When criticism of her acting grows because she seems unable to connect emotionally with her roles, she seeks help from this counselor. As they spend time together, their relationship gradually becomes both healing and complicated as they change each other's lives. Starring Kim Myung-soo and Kang Min-ah in the lead roles, this emotional romance drama will begin streaming from July 4th. Up next is a heartfelt story about family, healing, and finding the courage to live life on your own terms. It follows a woman who has spent her entire life carrying the blame for her family's misfortunes. Despite the constant judgment from others, she refuses to give up on her dream of becoming an animation writer and creating stories that can reach people around the world. At the center of her struggles is her complicated relationship with her mother, a once famous cellist who built a successful career while hiding her own fears and painful secrets behind a perfect image. Their lives become intertwined with a cheerful singing instructor who once dreamed of performing on stage. After spending years putting others first, she begins searching for her own happiness and a fresh start. As these three women face their pasts and challenge the expectations placed on them, they slowly discover what family, forgiveness, and true happiness really mean. Starring Han Go-eun, Park Se-young, and Im Ji-eun in the lead roles, this emotional family drama will begin streaming from July 6th with a total of 120 episodes. What happens when a former gangster gets involved in apartment politics? This next story follows a former gangster who enters the election for apartment association president to get access to hidden money connected to the building. What starts as a personal mission, however, soon takes an unexpected turn when he uncovers corruption and suspicious activities within the apartment complex. As he digs deeper, he begins working with the residents to expose the truth. Along the way, the man slowly becomes an unlikely hero for the community, standing up against injustice in his own way. Alongside him is a woman who dreams of becoming a lawyer at a major law firm. However, things haven't gone as planned, and after lying to her sister about landing her dream job, she finds herself entangled with the male lead, gets drawn into his mission, leading to plenty of bickering and unexpected teamwork. Starring Ji-sung and Ha-yoon Kyung in the lead roles, The Apartment Job will begin streaming on July 11th with a total of 12 episodes. If you're a fan of reunion romances mixed with dreams and second chances, this one might be worth keeping an eye on. The story follows two people whose lives take very different paths. One grows up chasing big dreams, but gradually loses sight of them after facing the harsh realities of life. Now working as a reporter in her 30s, she finds herself stuck in an ordinary routine, carrying a sense of emptiness and wondering where her passion went. Meanwhile, Someone who once struggled to find his own direction eventually breaks free from the expectations placed on him and achieves his dream of becoming a successful film director. After making a name for himself internationally, he returns home and reunites with a person who inspired him years ago. Their unexpected reunion brings back old memories and forgotten ambitions. When an unfinished script they once worked on together resurfaces, the two are given a chance to revisit the dreams they left behind and perhaps write a new ending for both the story and their lives. Starring Hwang and Youp and Harry in the lead roles, Dream 2 will begin streaming on Viki and View from July 13th. Next one is for those who enjoy historical fantasy, mixed with mystery and supernatural elements. The story takes place inside the royal palace, where a series of strange and unexplained incidents begin to occur. Concerned about a curse surrounding the crown prince's palace, the king secretly assigns two people to uncover the truth. One has the rare ability to move between the human world and the world of ghosts, using a special sword to fight and destroy evil spirits. The other is a court lady who has been able to hear ghosts since birth, a gift she has long viewed as a curse. Despite the burden of her ability, she joins the investigation and uses it to help uncover the palace's hidden secrets that go far beyond what they initially expected. Starring Nam Joo-hyuk, Ro Yoon-seo, and Cho Sung-woo in the lead roles, The East Palace will begin streaming on Netflix from July 17th with a total of 8 episodes. Coming up next is again a supernatural story, but with a mix of romance, comedy, and mystery. The story follows a wealthy hotel heiress who seems to have the perfect life, but hides a secret that she can see ghosts. Every night, she is haunted by the spirits of people who died with unresolved grudges, forcing her to live a lonely life cut off from others. Her life takes an unexpected turn when she crosses paths with a passionate prosecutor known for his strong sense of justice. While he is determined to solve unsolved crimes and expose hidden evils, she becomes connected to the mysteries surrounding the spirits she encounters. As they begin working together, the two uncover secrets behind suspicious deaths and long-buried truths. Along the way, their chaotic partnership slowly develops into something deeper, blending romance with mystery and supernatural suspense. Based on the 2011 film Spellbound, and starring Park Eun-bin, Yang Se-jong, and Ong Seong-woo in the lead roles, Spooky in Love will begin streaming on Netflix from July 18th with a total of 12 episodes. The most anticipated drama, A Shop for Killers, is returning with an even bigger and more dangerous second season. This time, the story takes a step back into the past, revisiting Jian's university years. What begins with a second-hand trading app soon turns into something far more disturbing when the platform is secretly used to offer murder and terrorist-for-hire services. Things take a terrifying turn when someone places a request to have Jian killed. Suddenly finding herself hunted by unknown assassins, she is forced to uncover who is targeting her and what events led to the deadly order being made. After surviving the dangerous events of the first season, she once again becomes the target of highly skilled killers. At the same time, new secrets surrounding her uncle begin to surface, revealing that there is still much more to his story than anyone realized. Starring Lee Dong-wook and Kim Hae-jun in the lead roles, A Shop for Killers 2 will begin streaming from July 22nd, with 8 episodes on Disney+. If you're in the mood for a warm family romance, this upcoming weekend drama might be the one to watch. The story follows two former lovers who unexpectedly reunite 8 years after a painful breakup. Back then, their relationship ended when family responsibilities forced them to go their separate ways. One went on to become a talented Italian chef after spending years in Italy, using cooking to move on from his heartbreak. The other devoted herself to supporting her struggling family, putting her own happiness aside while working hard at a small side dish shop. Known for always helping those around her, she has spent years taking care of everyone except herself. When fate brings them together again, old feelings begin to resurface. As they reconnect, they not only revisit their unfinished love story, but also help heal the broken relationships and family wounds that have shaped their lives. Starring Ha Suk-jin and Ahn Hee-yeon in the lead roles, Love on the Menu will begin streaming from July 25th with a total of 50 episodes. Next up is a drama with a pretty unique premise that mixes action, mystery, and family life. The story follows a seemingly ordinary wife and mother who spends her days taking care of her husband and young daughter. But behind that normal life, she hides a dangerous secret. She is a legendary sniper who takes down violent criminals who have escaped justice. After taking a 3-year break to focus on raising her child, she returns to active duty and finds herself struggling to balance family responsibilities with her deadly missions. Things become even more complicated when her investigative journalist husband starts getting closer to uncovering her true identity, while a determined detective continues hunting for the mysterious vigilante known for eliminating criminals. With the help of a trusted ally, she tries to balance her family life and dangerous missions, knowing that one mistake could expose her secret and put everything at risk. Adapted from the webtoon A Bona Fide Killer, and starring Gong Hyo-jin, Jung Joon-won, Lee Sang-e, and Sung Dong-gil in the lead roles, this action drama will begin streaming from July 31st with a total of 14 episodes. If crime thrillers with hidden conspiracies are your thing, this upcoming movie might be worth keeping an eye on. The story begins when gunfire suddenly erupts in the middle of Seoul, throwing the city into chaos. The suspect is quickly arrested, but what initially appears to be a terrorist attack soon turns into something far more complicated. At the center of the case is a former forensic scientist who arrives carrying a mysterious suitcase. Instead of explosives, authorities discover a dead body inside. As investigators and a profiler dig deeper into the incident, they begin uncovering secrets connected to a military case that has remained buried for over a decade. What starts as a single criminal investigation gradually exposes a much larger network of corruption involving powerful figures who have worked for years to keep the truth hidden. Adapted from the novel The Long Night, and starring Han Suk-kyu, Jung Yoo-mi, and Yeom Hae-ran in the lead roles, the film was screened at the 30th Bucheon International Fantastic Film Festival in June. Its theatrical release is currently expected sometime in July, although an official date has not yet been announced. So overall, July's lineup feels pretty diverse, with everything from supernatural mysteries, family dramas to crime stories. Tell me which of these dramas are already making it to your watch list.